one of my graveyard, new DD Crow in response to Dragonfly, I have to equip one from my hand.
Yeah, it's all about registering them to get them in.
That's the better.
Good night. 4 for 4? Yeah, that's why I've been getting people throwing them now. So then all I have to do is take the money, give you the password.
And the reason I can't get the thing signed
can
right
normal
away.
summon a chain link too. They banned Royal Oppression because of negated activations at spell speed 2,
My mom's not picking me up today.
which caused all sorts of problems. And they banned Victory Dragon because of the same type of problems, where people would just forfeit before they got swung at directly.
Good. Somebody had a good time in there.
Still have cards like Question in the game. Next great Question, can't check, your opponent can't check your graveyard. But I'm if they chain DD Crow to Question.
Yeah.
That's right.
It turns it into Mind Crush. They have to call a name.
Oh yeah, by all means.
Just go next
And
door.
hope that it's in your graveyard.
Look, Will. Just run next door. Just run next door. Just run next door.
Just run next door. There's 2 buildings.
Go next door for what?
Bathroom.
It's out of everything, apparently.
Piece of water.
Use your socks, man.
I started the day with 2 rolls of toilet paper and a roll of paper towel.
That guy probably stole
And there's none in there?
Don't get like those big plush ones.
We use them
No.
before you.
Now what happens there? I can't detach, right?
What?
It just got died, right?
Yeah, Super Volley sends.
And then Gear Frame is in the spell and trap zone with nothing to target, so he goes
Does he
away.
stay there?
No, he goes away.
Destroyed by mechanics.
Set 1.
Destroyed still?
Pass 2.
I don't know.
That was a UDE thing. Everything was destroyed. I think it's just sent now.
Send.
That was, yeah, I remember that big long thread about the equips falling off and stuff like that. I didn't really read it.
The stupidest one is like, if you have ground collapses in play against you, so you only have 3 zones, and you attempt to special summon Cyber Dragon, and then negate it with Logia, and then chain Ojama Trio, and then Skill Green is chained to that to negate the Logia, but Ojama Trio fills your board. What happens to the Cyber Dragon?
Oh, you have someone
Good question.
13?
Yep.
These are things that should come up in like tournament, like YCS finals and stuff like that. What the hell happens? I don't know.
Go.
Two.
Where's my torches? He's finished! I forgot!
I think Arthur did.
Why?
Yeah, because he stole the Excalibur.
Yeah.
Do you want us to cut now, or do can I just
Still not paying attention.
Hours ago.
Alright, it doesn't matter.
It's Machines and Heroes. I've seen so many of these decks recently, I just don't even care anymore.
Because I just said so, dude. Just don't.
Why like that?
Bradley, I'm like, just stop. Right?
Mike, what am I doing?
I'm making a joke.
You're not selling it very well.
It's freaking like, why do you hate him? Why do you hate him? Why do you hate him? Why do you hate him?
I only said it once.
Why do I hate him? Well, I used to hate him because he
Survived it?
yammered incessantly.
My clothes make a fine towel. What? I don't necessarily hate him, but I definitely would like him more if he didn't take 20 minutes per turn.
Sometimes you gotta think of your plays.
You know the funny thing is,
you don't.
Thinking is overrated. You sort of do stuff and assume it works.
Well, eventually you do have to do stuff, or else you'll get hit for slow play.
That's pretty much how I work.
This
Normal summon, yes! I'll reveal to you that I have this card in my hand. Oops, that was a mistake.
Your opponent bitches about it.
No, but did they nail him? Did anybody bitch about him?
I wasn't up there, I don't know.
Who what?
Turner, was he hit for slow play a month in?
I don't know.
If he played someone like Jeremy, probably.
What is classified as slow play?
Taking more than 3 minutes to play your turn.
3 minutes.
Well, someone's combo takes longer.
Same as side deck.
Well, as long as you're doing something, if it takes you 3 minutes to like play a card, I mean, a Girgia turn can take 10 minutes because you're always doing something, but it's clear that you're not slowly drawing it
3
out.
minutes without progressing the game state. And I don't mean something like draw honest, bounce it to my hand, ultimate offering honest, bounce it to my hand. Like the judge rules just smack you.
Okay, you do it a million times. Now what? Continue your turn. There's some infinity loop. It was like in 2008, 2009.
With honest and ultimate.
No. It didn't have. It didn't cost life points. it was I forget what it was, but it was like I knew a guy in Ottawa who did it, who judged the Worlds or the Nats that year when Nats were still in like Toronto.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who was like, they were talking about time situations, and the guy was just doing some like repetitive thing that wasn't progressing the game, and it was just eating up time. He's like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this again, I'm going to do this again, I'm going to do this again. So the judge comes over, he says, okay, you do it 1,000,000 times, continue your turn.
Like,
we understand that it's done 1,000,000 times, continue your turn.
You have a skill drain face up in a Splendid Venus banished, and your opponent activates Royal Decree, and you change Miraculous Descent and target Venus.
Or you could just go like skill drain and put an Honest on the field, like activate Honest, activate Honest, activate Honest, activate Honest, activate Honest, activate Honest.
It's really good against Lad.
Yeah.
Drain is on the board, but there's just Honest in general. You summon Honest and just go. Or any Light Sworn, or any Spirit Monster.
Why didn't you run that? It stays over there, but it's still equipped to him.
I donated a Lad today.
Think of it like this, right? If you go change your cards, look at your hand, please.
I finally had that Chaos Sorcerer versus Lad thing overturned, by the way. So if Lad negates Sorcerer, he can attack still.
Really?
Yeah. Had that
weird.
If Lad negates the activation of Chaos Sorcerer's effect, he can still attack. And it should work that way, and the Judge Form said it didn't. So I messaged Franklin and I said, yeah, that's not right.
Can you repeatedly activate?
I agree.
No, this is once per turn.
There's once per turn, you can banish one face-up monster. You cannot declare an attack with this monster during the turn. You activate this effect. It's the same as if you get Soul Warning, you can still play Duality.
You can only activate it once per turn.
I'm not saying you could activate Chaos Sorcerer more than once.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you can activate it and then attack as it was negated, why can't you activate it again?
Because the once per turn isn't negated. That's a condition, not a fact.
Language.
The stuff before the colon, you kind of can't ignore. Even with like Gear Frame, otherwise Gear Frame would just reset himself every time you put face down, and that would just be tremendously awful.
That rule would also work in the event of Vlad versus BLS, right?
Yeah.
You don't want
Lad versus BLS, who will win? BLS.
What happens if BLS overruns Lad? Can Lad negate his second attack?
I don't know.
It depends what year it is. Seriously? Yeah. If Upper Deck is still in control, Lad can negate it. Even though his attack and defense can't change because he's a destroyed card, continuous effects still apply until the card is sent to the graveyard under UDE.
I went up to Ottawa in 2008. It was a sea of people who were all playing Lad, and they were playing Lad in their Gladiator Beast decks. Nobody knew how to use it. It's like, if it returns to my hand, it negates it. Like, no, it doesn't. It can't change its attack and defense.
It gains, doesn't it?
And he's like, yeah, it does. Like, explain to me why. Because it does. And that was the logic in Ottawa. I hope you're watching this, Ottawa.
You activate his effect to attack again. Doomcal can still activate to negate and kill BLS. Strike Bounds you can't, though, because it's optional.
Double, so it's 36.
Unless you kill something other than the Strike Bounds.
I'm taking 16.
Obviously, it still can.
17.
Oh, 17, sorry.
Doomcal over silly. You Veiler him and he dies.
One of these days,
That's the best use of a Veiler all day.
I'm going to switch his
Summon Doomcal, Veiler it.
Doomcal chains to Veiler to negate it and offers himself.
and that's what the first song I'm going to put on.
That's a good payoff.
Discard and Baylor to kill yourself.
I hate saying
my Veiler becomes a smashing ground.
Your own Doomcal will stop your Veilers in your hand, too. They can summon anything they want. Doomcal will negate it, but you can't use Veiler on it and kill your own Doomcal. Like, if it's a continuous effect, there's nothing you can do about it.
Is it a trigger?
Doomcal's silly like that.
Is it Doomcal a trigger effect?
Yes.
Surprisingly, so is High Priestess. Instead of an inherent summon, the reveal 3 spellbook thing, you can't Solemn Judgment or Logia that. You could Dolka it, though.
Could you Thunder King it?
No.
You could Dolka.
Look for the semicolon.
Alright.
It's like that little semicolon makes all the difference.
It's on Dark Simord, too. You can't Thunder King him.
What can people do to this whole High Priestess?
You can't negate something that would only negate inherent card effects. Like you can't Thunder King it, you can't Solemn Judgment it, you can't Logia it. You can use
Dolka, Divine Wrath, Herald of Orange.
Solemn Warning, which negates an effect that special summons. It's basically Priestess starts a chain from your hand.
Like Gore.
Okay, so it's reveal 3 is the start of the chain.
I imagine revealing the Priestess itself is part of it, but I generally
No, you
don't.
reveal the 3 spellbooks. and you're basically saying I'm activating the effect of a monster.
And then if they warning it, you lose the priestess from your hand, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But then you can go Book of Life.
Yes, because one of the real revealed spells is Book of Life, right? Like, you want a warning it? Yep. Go ahead.
And then I'll play a Temperance and go get one anyway.
Don't say that. You don't talk about spell Book of Life. Why?
Not if you summon the priestess.
We don't talk about you attempt to summon the priestess.
Okay. You attempt to summon the priestess, they warning it. It goes to the graveyard. Then you go if you go spell Book of Life and bring up the priestess, then you can't use Temperance effect. Because Temperance doesn't let you summon anything else that's level 5 or higher.
You should spell it.
Am I right? Temperance is only by his effect.
Was that actually supposed to be one?
During the same turn.
It is exactly one.
I've seen posts of this rising
during the same turn, before and after.
I've seen posts of this rising prophecy decks. They don't use Temperance.
Really?
Yeah. They only use Justice and High Priestess and
I don't like
the other generic really good ones.
I was thinking about using Justice, but I'm still going to use Temperance, I think.
There's some open with Justice that's really good. Justice in one of the spells apparently is like a really broken order.
Basically, all he does is run in the bottom.
I already told you, I paid the deck such little attention because I just read the cards and I go, why?
Well, Justice banishes a spell book, so we're probably talking about spell book of eternity. Puts it back in the hand, and it's in the graveyard, and you spell tower it back to your deck, and then you search it again. Blah 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 blah.
No, but I don't like Justice for the sheer fact that you have to sack her to get the things into your hand. And
I read High Priestess and I go, so it's not quite agents, basically. And then I read something like Heavy Infantry and I go, okay, let's worry about this instead. Heavy Infantry gives you an additional summon of the Sea Serpent, which is the most broken thing it does. It also, if it's discarded to the graveyard to activate a Water Monster's effect, destroys a face-up card on the field.
On your opponent's field.
Okay.
Yeah,
So basically, you don't summon something.
Anyone I don't have to destroy.
You go Diva, and you grab Heavy Infantry, and you bounce the Diva to your hand for Birdman, and use Heavy Infantry to summon the friggin' Diva again, and grab Marksman and swing for game.
Richard, why go supers?
Because I don't have any.
Except your opponent is smart, and when you summon the Birdman, they Veiler the Heavy Infantry.
See this? Yep.
Assuming they have it.
If it's me, they always have it, even if they don't run it.
That's actually what I was about to say. I have one.
I'm like not paying attention to this game at all.
I don't know, that makes sense.
It totally makes sense.
Is she?
Everything I say makes sense.
They have Veiler in their head even if they don't run it.
You need to learn to recognize sarcasm. It comes out of me more than anybody else, with the possible exception of Mike.
Me?
Yeah, see? Just now, you're sarcastic.
He knows nothing.
I take the 19, right?
Yeah.
You guys need to play faster. My shoulder's getting tired.
How long is this? I need a tripod. Put on the table.
This match is 12 minutes. This is game 2.
Really?
This is the longest match of the tournament.
Who won game 1?
Arthur did.
With a nasty big eye though.
We don't play.
Don't you have a tripod for the thing?
19?
No.
I own one, but I don't bring it with me.
You can sit on the table and have it.
This guy's removed.
Yeah.
And this guy gets destroyed?
It takes up space, though. And, like, I don't know.
But when we're down to this, you have the space.
Yeah, but I have to lug it around on the bus, and I have to have a camera bracket to stick to this, which I keep forgetting.
It's not one of those ones that actually can just go away.
Well, no, the camera bracket came with the tripod, so I have to screw it into the bottom. It's not even stable.
What you talking about?
It's made of that like cheap thin plastic, so it's like I broke a piece off it like when I opened it out of the box.
I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
what are you talking about there, guy?
That's the true Canadian accent.
Okay, go.
It could be North Wisconsin too.
Set one you get.
15.
What are you talking about?
You have a skill drain out.
I know, but I have 800 life points.
How much more?
I have 400 life points.
Summon from heaven, summon from that.
Dude, your luck's gonna run out soon.
Oh,
Heavy?
God damn it!
Monster Reborn!
Oh, are you kidding?
He's not kidding.
oh, he moved his spells and traps to the side to play the Reborn. That's not legal.
Haven't you ever read Senate Switch? Come on. Right?
Yeah, man.
I should build a Blasting Fuse deck.
I was at the regional in Moncton. I just destroyed this guy with my X-Aimer deck, and he's like, just so you know, you're not allowed to move your guys back and forth. Just trying to feel some semblance that he was better than me after I fucking crushed him.
Run Blasting Fuse and Question and Rule Shark people who shuffle their graveyard and move their cards around.
I know Arthur and Todd both shuffle their graveyards.
What?
You shuffle your graveyard.
No.
You change the order of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it back, so look at it the same way.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Withdrawn. Comment withdrawn. Arthur still shuffles it. I don't know if he's listening to me.
Blasting Fuse says, you see how he's got a trap zone and then a monster zone?
God.
And then across from it's another monster zone and another trap zone? All 4 of those are occupied, destroy all 4 cards.
And why'd you say shuffle order? Why'd you say blast fuse?
Blasting Fuse is the card that does it. People move their cards around, and makes Blasting Fuse not work. You're not allowed to actually.
I am still alive.
Blasting Fuse, like that whole archetype of idea had to get thrown out the window with like, what is it, Rampaging Rhinos or whatever?
Yeah.
They just had to completely abandon it because the players were so exhausted. Once the turn you switch the monster zone it's in, and if it attacks a monster that's across from it, it gains extra attack or something.
Yeah, but
I should just run that card and move it around. Like everybody else does. Just
Move this over here.
It's Snowman Eater, so I would
do like DNA surgery and then diffusion wave motion.
Who's the big guy? There's the bird. He's like a double tribute 2300. You put him on. He can.
If he's in the same slot,
He can like bounce a spell card that's in front of him, or destroy a spell card that's in front of him. And once per turn, you can move him to the zone next to him. It's like a really crappy game of Contra. It's like
Actually,
that would be so slow. Imagine Valoring that effect. I'm gonna move this guy. Valor it.
wouldn't it be more like Space Invaders?
I want my damn mirror colors.
and isn't there another one? If everything wrong in front of it is filled, like the monster and spell zone, when you activate the effect, destroys them.
I don't know.
There's one that if the spells or trap zone behind is filled, and the monster and spells are filled. Yeah.
That's new. That just needs. It just.
Yeah, it requires like there to be 3 set cards and 2 face-off cards on the same side of the field.
No, I mean, like,
No, it doesn't have to be the same side of the field. It can be anywhere. So remember Scott Dorian was doing that to me in his friggin' Samurai deck. He'd like play an MST, chain it, and like pop my 3 back row because I was playing Gravekeeper, right? So I always had a big back row. You get my Necro Value, my 3 back row, and you blow up his MST. Big loss.
If you see someone who has like 2 back row and you have like just an MST set, someone heavies you, chain MST to the heavy. Because they can't Starlight Road their own heavy anymore, and you know that's what they're going for.
It's never been done to me. I've had dumb people heavy 2 cards to my 1, like Andrew.
Yeah, I've MST'd my own heavy in response to their road. That way they don't get a Stardust Dragon out of it.
Oh, it's all in your
head. Holy crap, just, you know.
And because they have it and they have definitive proof, when they call me, I had
17 minutes, guys.
Wow. You have like 15. You have like 10 left.
Can take that damn long.
We have 12 minutes left to finish the match.
What is with you and this astronomical luck that I am witnessing here? You've got like 5 cards left in your deck.
I have 5 cards left in my deck.
Where did you live?
Double Bubble Man?
Yes, absolute 0.
So I wonder who's
Zero.
Oh, I thought
When he leaves the field, all monsters get destroyed.
On your opponent's side of the field.
Always hitting that D prison. And I've just ran out of phenomenal luck. Go, Arthur.
How do you know you're out?
That is going to be the biggest misplay Heroes do is Miracle Fusion for Vision Hero Adoration.
When is someone done that?
All the time. So we'll try to do that.
It's not even a legal target.
Exactly. Because it's not an elemental hero. But people don't read Miracle Fusion. They
I don't have a legal target. I think it just died.
Did you just play Rhoda with no targets in your deck?
I thought I might have one.
Bad.
I think technically you have to show your deck to your opponent and put their Rhoda back in your hand.
Exactly. You have to show him every card left in your deck.
Okay.
It's no legal target.
Oh, it's a machine. Okay.
Have you seen the Duelist League 14 Nobleman?
This is a stupid match.
Yeah, no, I have extremely stupid.
The text on the it's got like a green name or purple name or whatever on those ones. The text on it literally says, if the monster you hit is a flip effect monster, both players reveal their decks to their opponent.
Oh, really?
Comma, then banish any identical cards. So even if you hit like a card that's limited to 1, like Morphing Jar, already banished, both players just go here. Check it out.
Oh, God.
That's bullshit.
I don't care if I win or lose anymore.
Really?
This is just
Oh, for God's sake, you guys, 20 minutes. Eventually I'm going to run out of battery.
How much power is in your battery anyway?
I suppose I'm at half. But,
yeah, 10 minutes.
But like, yeah, like
10 minutes to finish your match.
you guys are going to go to a time situation.
Oh, I just gotta wait.
I still have to talk to Todd about
Do you
shit.
have left 400, was it?
Still got to get your Abyss stuff.
Look at that cheesy grin on his face.
He's 408.
return.
I would have been more sure than
Make it stop!
But he can. When I left,
Just check him out,
it was fine. I could have walked away scot-free, but I came back and screwed myself.
What are you talking about?
Comes back and
When he
destroys
comes
the
back,
card.
comes back and destroys the card.
He's totally gonna crack.
He comes back and destroys it?
No, he pops first, then comes back.
It wasn't painful.
He comes back and pops simultaneously, does he not? It's like gold. Gold and silver.
So I can pop him back to his hands?
Target one card your opponent controls if possible. Special summon this card from your graveyard, and if you do, destroy that target. So it's already on the board. He can compulsory it.
So you're pulsing? Yeah.
Something tells me skill drain. Some kind of uncooperativeness there with the popping, but it's a simultaneous thing. So.
Skill drain is on.
Oh!
So percentage.
Oh!
It's 1-1. 9